this your boy Belly. Welcome back to the channel. And this is a PSA for all the people still living in Kathy Hitler's New York City. Man, if you haven't gotten the fuck out of there yet, you might want to. I'll let Doug and Exile give you another reason on why you should leave shit ass New York. Let's get into it.
Corrupt Attorney General Latitia James isn't working on removing Trump's free speech. She's working overtime on removing yours free speech. This affects everyone in our country. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TenNapel. This is where the happy patriots are. I'm going to show you this article I found. This is on NBC. It underlines how Latitia James is trying to save the world from their free speech by having the government come in and take over the internet. And then I'm going to cut to clips of Matt Taibbi, who is a free speech advocate who was first to break the Twitter files. New York's Attorney General leads national move to tighten social media laws. What's that mean? Well, here's Matt Taibbi testifying before Jim Jordan.
And this is crazy because before they even get into that, Kathy Hochul announced, a month or two ago that she was going to be putting together a team to surveil social media online for people in New York. So now you have to watch what you say out there. And who knows, man, they might pass shit off to the feds for people that's outside of the state that's interacting with people from New York. Who knows, man? But they're in the process right now, and you could Google this shit. Joe Biden is in the process of right now of trying to basically governize the internet in this country. They're doing it under the guise of affordable internet, for everybody. You know how they like to hide it under something good, but it's completely fucking terrible. But they're hiding under the guise of everybody having internet and affordable internet and all this other shit, but they're going to control your internet. They're going to be able to cut it off. They're going to be able to do whatever. They're trying to take control of the internet from the companies and governize it, which is the worst shit that could ever happen in this country.
Jim Jordan and he are allies to protect free speech.
The nature of censorship programs is that they tend to expand in all directions. And these programs already have.
He's already blowing the whistle on the government encroaching on our free speech rights. New York Attorney General Latitia James is trying to crack down on social media. This is the government demanding they be able to collude with social media providers. And you know what that means.
Yep, because what? They did it in 2020. Facebook has already got in trouble for it. And Twitter. They colluded with the Biden, and this is before the election and all that. They colluded with the Biden regime, the feds, and everybody else who, by being involved in that, is actually a coup against Donald Trump. They actually did a real coup against Donald Trump, but nobody's talking about that. Nobody's charged with that. Nobody's in trouble for that shit. But they colluded during the election. They censored conservatives. They censored everybody who supported Trump. Anybody who pushed anything positive for Trump got censored, got banned, got shadow banned, got their accounts taken down and all that. But you can post whatever you can make shit up about Biden. Oh, Biden was the greatest president in the world. He did this and that. You wouldn't get fact checked on that. You could lie for this dude all day. Say he was Superman and wouldn't get fact checked or nothing. That's how corrupt that shit was. Like everybody should be suing Biden right now just for that. I know I found well, I ain't gonna say what I'm doing, but man, I'm trying to tell you, people better take legal action against these corrupt bastards, man.
The former executive director of the ACLU, Ira Glasser, once explained to a group of students why he didn't support hate speech codes on campuses. The problem, he said, wasn't the speech. The problem was, quote, who gets to decide what's hateful? Who gets to decide what to ban? Because, quote, most of the time, it ain't you.
Yeah, it ain't you. It's people like Latitia James and your government. Democrats are for this, and I'll show you at the end which states are supporting this. Latitia.
And I'm not one to bring color, race, and anything, but you notice how they just using the black people who they just put in positions of power, mostly black women, to go against that, to have this attack against Trump, to do all these illegal, unconstitutional things in America right now. And to see, it's kind of like all the atrocities committed against black Americans in this country. It was done by the government. Who was the face of those people doing it in the government? They were white people. So white people get a lot of the hate for stuff these corrupt people did in the past. So what are they doing now? Using all these black faces to do all this corruption. They help destroy the country. They help go against Trump. And what is that going to create? More hate towards those people. and people who look like them. It's all a scam, man. Hopefully everybody wakes up to this shit before it's too late, and we're back in fucking pre civil pre World War. Civil War era, because it seems like we're just going back in time. Like every week, we just going back a decade. Shit is weird, man.
James led a coalition of 23 attorneys general. This is from all different states to encourage the Supreme Court to uphold the government's ability to work and communicate with social media companies. This is something that Jim Jordan's been trying to stop, and Rand Paul.
There's been a dramatic shift in attitudes about speech in this country, and many politicians.
And I don't mean to pause again, but Rand Paul and Jim Jordan, two of the greatest American patriots in our government history. You know, it ain't all played out now, but in the end, two of the greatest Americans in government history, hands down.
Politicians now clearly believe the bulk of Americans can't be trusted to digest information on their own. Having come to this conclusion, the government agencies like the DHS and the FBI and the quasi-private agencies who do anti-disinformation work have taken upon themselves the paternalistic responsibility to sort out for us what is and is not safe.
Right. They're always going to come in the name of rescuing you. They're here to protect you. That's why you have to give up your freedom and your liberty.
And didn't I just say that? They always hide it under the guise of here. We're here to do something great and protect you. But it's definitely something you don't want them doing.
Here's more from the article. The coalition of Democrats is aiming to make sure the federal government and social media companies can exchange information about harmful content on their platforms. The question is, what do you call harmful content? It's never going to be the rainbow agenda. That's not going to be the harmful content they'll ever flag. They mean pro-life Catholics. They mean anyone who supports Trump because they think you're an insurrectionist. And they think of everything a Republican believes as misinformation and disinformation.
It's already abundantly clear who won't be involved in this kind of work. There'll be no dock workers doing content flagging, no poor people from inner city neighborhoods, no single moms pulling multiple waitressing jobs, no immigrant store owners or Uber drivers. These programs will always feature a tiny, rarefied sliver of affluent professional class Americans censoring a huge and ever-expanding pool of everyone else.
Here's Latitia James, quote, "An open exchange of information between public authorities and social media platforms is critical to keeping people safe online." Safe from who? Said James in a statement, quote, "If upheld, this decision would make it harder to stop the spread of dangerous misinformation." There's the magic word, scams and harmful content that puts Americans at risk. That's BS.
The only thing putting Americans at risk right now is the fucking Democrat Party. The only fucking risk we facing, man. Literally. The only risk we're facing is the Democrat Party. Like, shit is disgusting. And these people want misinformation. Who decides that? Who decides that? You people lie all day about Trump. Oh, he did this, he did that. You can't charge him with shit, though. But what you're saying is the truth. And saying that he's innocent would be what? Misinformation to these people, man. Yo, run along with these fucking lunatics if you want to. You're going to end up in a straitjacket.
What she means is, I'll screen your material for you. I'll spy on you and your private messages.
This leads to the one inescapable question about these new anti-disinformation programs that is never discussed, but needs to be.
Oh yeah, I like the Ashley Babbitt shirts back here too, man. Rest in peace to Ashley Babbitt, the only woman killed on January the 6th by a police officer for no reason, who should be criminally charged.
And now we're going to go to who and where. Who is going to be the one who controls this information? Who's behind this cockamamie scam? I'll tell you who. Here's a list of them. The other attorneys general in the coalition are from Arizona. That is Katie Hobbs's people. These are all liberal states: California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Vermont, Washington.
Man, that's crazy, man. All these places have been Democrat for the longest. Look at Illinois, Chicago, and all them places. Murder City, just hellhole. Like, look at all these Massachusetts, like homeless, mentally ill, alcoholic, drug addicted, food stamp welfared out, and they still don't learn their lesson. Michigan, no clean water, shit is just all obliterated, man. They still vote Democrat. Like it's insane, man. Especially like, how do people in Washington D.C. or anywhere around that area, Maryland, anywhere, still vote Democrat? On how disgusting that is. I've been going up there. I've been going in that area for years. Like, I remember this one time I was outside a Five Guys restaurant, man, and while I'm getting my food sitting down, it's a woman and her kid laid on the sidewalk, literally sleeping right outside the Five Guys. And it's been like that for years, and nobody has a problem with that. You know, vote blue, vote blue. Vote blue. That's all they tell you. Vote blue, and this shit gonna still look like this. Vote blue. But you can't help people, man, because either they don't understand it, what they're voting for, or either that shit is just rigged, and it don't matter what people vote for if it stays like that. Because it kind of, it kind of warrants like, why is it still like this if people see what's going on? But one thing I learned about the Democrat Party over these last couple of years is that, man, the fix is in. Like, they rig everything. They're so dirty. Like, these people would cheat on anything. These people would cheat on a 5-question spelling test. Like, it's disgusting.
Wisconsin and DC, the District of Columbia. What's missing from that list? Conservative states. It's simple. This is another liberal takeover of the internet. It has to be fought at all stages. So this is Latitia James, once again, working against your free speech with a tiny cabal of liberal states. They're lunatics. We know already what they think. They're trying to protect us from being conservative, normal, family people. I'll let Matt Taibbi end this.
It isn't just one side or the other that will lose if these programs are allowed to continue. It's pretty much everyone, which is why these programs must be defunded before it's too late.
You can tell me in the comments below, are you with Matt or are you with Latitia James? Let us know. I'm Doug in.
Your ass better not be with Latitia James. I'm telling you that now. Or you just shooting yourself in the foot, man. Great video from Doug in Exile. Hell, at this point, we all in exile. Y'all seen it like I seen it. I'm out.